Shabbat shalom, everyone. Can you hear me? Yay. Well, welcome. Nice to be here in week 2 of our experiment of having services more like they used to be than they had been in the previous 10 to 12 weeks of this COVID crisis, where I'm in the sanctuary. You can see the Parsha panels, although not the Parsha panels that's lit up because that's in the other angle. And I'm here with Rabbi Schatz and Rabbi Chorny, and somewhere, although I can't see them because I'm only seeing what the screen happens to be showing me, the Samuel family, as we're here to celebrate Shabbat, and on a day where this space would have been just bursting at the seams with members of the Temple Beth Aaron community and friends and family of the Samuel family as they come to celebrate Chasen becoming a bar mitzvah. And Chasen will officially become, because of bar mitzvah on his 13th Hebrew birthday, but he'll ceremonially become bar mitzvah on a date later on this year. But we're going to celebrate kind of a miniature version of that this Shabbat as he reads some of the Torah he had prepared and the Haftarah. And I'm so glad that you're with me, even though I don't know who's with me because I can't see that. But let's start with morning blessings and getting us into the mode to be grateful to the Holy One, grateful that this building is here after the week of unrest, grateful for our breath, which is now something that we can say with a very intentional double entendre. Being able to breathe in this moment in world and American and racial history is an important thing and something we'll never take for granted again. Modeh Ani, which is on page 99 in the Lev Shalem, 61 in the Sim Shalom, and page 2 in the full volume Sim Shalom. Modeh Ani lefanecha melech chai vekayam. Modeh Ani lefanecha melech chai vekayam. Grateful am I in your presence, ruler who is everlasting. Modeh Ani lefanecha melech chai vekayam. שחזרת בי נשמתי בחמלה רבה אמונתך. That you return to me, my breath, my soul, in mercy. I have great faith in you. שחזרת בי נשמתי בחמלה. I see you, Annette. Shabbat Shalom. רבה אמונתך. שחזרת בי נשמתי בחמלה. רבה אמונתך. Ma Tovu, page 101 in the Lev Shalem, 61 in the Slim Shalom, still page 2 in the Sim Shalom. Ma tovu, ma tovu, ma tovu ohalecha Yaakov. Mishkanotecha Yisrael, Mishkanotecha Yisrael, Vahani berov chastecha, ahavo veitecha, Eshtachave el heichal kodechecha, beiratecha el heichal kodechecha, beiratecha. Adonai ahavti meyon beitecha. Umekom Mishkan kevodecha, va'ani eshtachave ve'echra'a evrecha lifnei Adonai osi. Vani tefilati lecha Adonai eid ratzon Elohim berov chastecha aneni be'emet yishefa. Please rise, Birkot HaShachar. Morning blessings, page 103. Blessings that in the Talmud were instructed for Jews to say them spontaneously as they did some of the acts that these blessings represent: standing up straight, putting on clothes, clearing your eyes so you can see, and now becomes part of our morning tefillah routine. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan l'sag bibina lavchim ben yom uben laila. Baruch atah Adonai melech haolam shasani betzalmo. Baruch atah Adonai melech haolam shasani ben chorin. Baruch atah Adonai melech haolam shasani Yisrael. Baruch atah Adonai melech haolam pokeach ivrim. Baruch atah Adonai melech haolam malbish sharumim. Baruch atah Adonai melech haolam atir asurim. Baruch atah Adonai Macholam Zokif Kifufim. Baruch atah Adonai Macholam Roka Aretz Al Hamayim. Baruch atah Adonai Macholam Hamechim Mitzadei Gaber. Baruch atah Adonai Macholam Shasali Kol Tzorki. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech HaOlam Hosei Yisrael B'Gvura. Baruch atah Adonai Macholam Teishel B'Tifara. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech HaOlam V'teishel b'tifara, Baruch atah Adonai Macholam, Hanotein li'ayev koach. Baruch atah Adonai Macholam, Ma'avir Shanami Nami Yafad Vaynu. U'teneinu ayom b'chol yom l'chen l'chesed rachamim einechem v'neichol ro'einu. V'tigmaleinu chasadim tovim. Baruch atah Adonai, gomel chasadim tovim li'amo Yisrael. Let's turn to page 120 in the Lev Shalem for Psalm 30, Mizmor Shir Chanukat Habayit LeDavid. 120 in the Lev Shalem, 81 in the Slim Shalom, 50 in the Sim Shalom. You may be seated. Mizmor Shir Chanukat Habayit LeDavid. Arim Chanak Yedil Dan Lo Simach To'oi Balim. Adonai Lo Shivati LeDavid. Hey lecha Adonai ekra ve'yel Adonai et chanan. Hey lecha Adonai ekra ve'yel Adonai et chanan. Shema Adonai v'choneini. Adonai ozer li. 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 Hear me, O Holy One, and be gracious to me, and be a source of my help in my time of trouble. Adonai Elohai le'olam odeka. Kadisha Tom, Mourners Kaddish, page 121. Again, I can't see who else is with us today. Maybe the other rabbis can. So I don't know if any of those who are sitting Shiva this week, we have I believe 4 or 5 members of our community are either sitting Shiva or about to be sitting Shiva. And so if you are with us, I extend my hearts particularly to you, in addition to all those who are reciting Kaddish for your site or because they are an extended period of mourning. Kadisha Tov Mourners Kaddish, page 121, 82, or 52. Yitgadal, Yitkadash, Shemir Rabba, V'alma, Divrach, Yerutei, V'amlich Malchutei, V'chayechon, V'yomechon, V'chayei Dechol Beit Yisrael, V'agala, V'zman, Kari, V'yimru, Amen. Yehi Shemei Rabba Mevorach Leolam Leomel Maya Yitbarach V'yishtabach V'yitpa'ar V'yitromam V'yitnaseh V'yithadar V'yit'aleh V'yitalal Shemei Kudesha Brichu La'ela Min Kol Birchata V'shirata Tushbechata V'nechamata Ta'amiran Be'alma V'yimaru Amen. Yehi Shlama Rabba Min Shemaya V'chayim Aleinu V'al Kol Yisrael V'yimaru Amen. Oseh Shalom b'mramav, hu yaseh Shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael b'maru. Amen. Please rise on the next page for Baruch Shamar, beginning formally the section Psukei Zimra, verses of praise that are mostly verses from the book of Psalms. This is a beautiful prayer, blessing God who creates with word, just as we are able to create and also destroy with our words. Blessing God who is compassionate both upon the land and those who inhabit the land, and whom we hope and pray deals favorably with those who believe and who have faith and who have reverence. Baruch Shamar v'Olam, Baruch Hu, Baruch Oser Rishi, Baruch Omer v'Yoseh, Baruch Kozer Umkayim, Baruch Merachim al Haaretz, Baruch Merachim al Abriyot, Baruch Meshalem Sachar Tov Lireya, Baruch Halad V'Kam L'Netzach, Baruch Podel Matzil. Yahachich Olami, Melech Meshubach V'Fardei Shemo Agado, Baruch Atah Adonai, Melech Mulal Batishbachot. You may be seated. Page 125, or 85, or 58. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtachavu lehar kodsho. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtachavu lehar kodsho. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. Ki, I can't hear you. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtachavu lehar kodsho. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtachavu lehar kodsho. Ki kadosh Adonai. Adonai tzvah shretam b'tech b'ach Adonai Hoshia melech yanenu v'yom koreinu Hoshia et amecha v'rech nachal tech v'reim nasem ad ha'olam nefsheni chit al Adonai Ashrei am shekach alo Ashrei am shonai Eloha v'ani b'chasecha v'tachti yageli bi b'shuatecha Ashiv al Adonai ki gamal alai. Page 127, page 87, or page 60. Psalm 19, and we'll pick up in the middle at the word Torah Adonai Tamima Lamanatzach Mizborn David Hashamayim Misaperim Kavodel Mastehdav Makir Rakiyom Yom Yabi Omer. Torah Adonai Tamima, Torah Adonai Tamima. Torah Adonai Temima Meshivat Nafesh that repeats. Torah Adonai Temima. Torah Adonai Temima. Torah Adonai Temima Meshivat Nafesh. Edut Adonai Ne'emana Machkimat Peti Edut Adonai Ne'emana Machkimat Peti Pikudei Sher Misamche Lev Mitzvat Bara. Yehi l'ratzon refi begon libi lefanecha Adonai tzuri bego ali. Page 131 or page 91 or page 71. Haliyah Halil Hashem Adonai Elu Shem. Atzabeh goyim kesef ezahav matzedei adam pelehem lo yidaberu einaim lehem lo yiru oznaim lehem yira. Beit Yisrael baruch hu et Adonai, Beit Aaron baruch hu et Adonai, Beit HaLevi baruch hu et Adonai, Yeridna baruch hu et Adonai, Baruch Hanai Mitzion, Shochein Yerushalayim, Hallelujah. Please rise on the next page, 132, 92, or 72 for Hallel HaGadol. Hodu l'Adonai ki tov ki le'olam chasto. Hodu le'Elohei ha'Elohim ki le'olam chasto. Hodu la'Adonai ha'adonim ki le'olam chasto. Hodu la'Adonai ki tov ki le'olam chasto. Lo senfalo. Lesichon melech ha'emori ki le'olam chasto ule'og melech habashawawan ki le'olam chasto benatan artsam lenachala ki le'olam chasto nachala leYisrael avdo ki le'olam chasto shebeshifleinu zachar lanu ki le'olam chasto vayifrekeinu mitzareinu ki le'olam chasto noten lechem lechol basar ki le'olam chasto. Hodu u'liel hashamayim ki le'olam chasto. Ayananai ay 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 hanai nanai yadadadadai Anay ay 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 yararay ay 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 hi rai 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 ay ay ay. May be seated. Psalm for Shabbat, page 134. I think it's on page 94 and 75. Mizmar Shir Yom HaShabbat. Magadlu. Manishtan. Oh, Jinevun Beseva, Deshenim, Rananim, Liu, Lagi Kesharonai, Suriv, Lovatabo. Maybe it's back. Adonai Malach Yud Lavish, Lahavesh Adonai Ozhitazar, Aftikon Tevel Baltimot, Nahachon Kisacha Meyaz Meolamata, Naseun Arot Adonai, Naseun Arot Kolam, Yisu, 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 Naharot Tochiam, Mikolot, Mayim Rabim, Adirim, Mishpereyam, Adir, 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 Bamarom Adonai. Edotecha nevnu me'od, lehevetcha navakodesh, Adonai leorech yamim, Adonai leorech yamim. Excuse me 1 second. There you go. By the way, just a pause before Ashrei. I feel like an unintentional narcissist here because the way the screen is set up, what I'm primarily looking at while I'm davening to the Holy One and conjuring all of you is me. That's what I see because that's what you see, and I see what you see. And it's very strange to daven into oneself. I mean, I like myself, but it's very strange to like praise God, seeing my face praising God. It's a bit of like a, I don't know, like an Escher painting where I'm seeing me praising God, seeing me praising God. So if I close my eyes, it's because sometimes when I daven, I close my eyes, and sometimes because I've had enough of seeing me. And maybe that means that you've had enough of seeing me, and maybe you've had enough of hearing me. So maybe I should stop talking and continue davening. Ashrei, page 136 or 96 or 81. Ahashrei yoshvei veitecha ojelu chasela Hashem shekach lo Hashem shadonai Eloha avtilat adonai. Va'anachnu nevarech ya me'ata v'yad olam, me'ata v'yad olam, me'ata v'yad olam, hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Page 141, page 100, page 88. Psalm 150, the last of the 150 Psalm, reminiscent of a temple that was filled with lyre and with harp and with flute and with drums. And now, at least in our community, we fill our sanctuary on Shabbat with song and with ruach and with energy and occasionally with drums. No, wrong tune. Hallelujah, 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 El Dekocho, hallelujah, Birkiauzo. Hallelujah, Gevurotav. Hallelujah, Kerogulo. Hallelujah, Beteka Shofar. Hallelujah, Benevel Bechinor. Hallelujah, hallelujah. 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 Tofumacho. Hallelujah. Minim behugav. Hallelujah. Tzil tzlei shama. Hallelujah, Betzil Trua, Kolan Shama, Tehalelia, Kolan Shama, Tehalelia, Hallelujah, 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 Hallelujah. Please rise for Az Yashir, page 143, 102, 92, as you remember the birth moment of the people of Israel walking through the split sea of reeds with danger behind them, promised land in front of them, and a leader who was with them. Az Yashir Moshe B'nai Yisrael, Yisrael Zilad Nairam Rulim Morgi. Ashulaki go Ogasus Barachbo Ramavayam. Ozi Bezimradia Vayehili Lishua Ozi Bezimradia Vayehili Lishua Ozi bezimradia vayehili lishua Ozi bezimradia vayehili lishua zelivehu Elohei Aviru Menu Anay Melchman Ashmo Markavot Parubachelo Yarabayam. Kiladonai Mlucha Masha Bagoyim Alumashim Biartzin Lashpad Haresa Vaitalonai Mlucha Vayadonai Lemelech Hakol Haaretz Bayom Hahu Yadonai Echad Ushemo Echad. We are seated for Nishmat 145 or 104 or 334. I just want to make a comment that sometimes the lighting on the Zoom does not reflect the lighting in the room. I'm in the sanctuary today, and for reasons which I don't know, but it doesn't matter to me, the lights are not on, and it's just amazing. This space is bathed in light. You don't really need the lights on. I guess if you were sitting in the corner, it would be a little bit hard and dark to read. But the sun, even on a partly cloudy day, is just shining in, and there's so much illumination in this space, and that's even with the front window significantly boarded up for security reasons. That's still a strange thing. And I also want to say that it's strange that the doors to the ark are open. And the reason why the doors to the ark are open is because there's nothing inside to close them off to, because there are no Torah scrolls in this ark. There are no Torah scrolls in this building. It's the first time since the 1930s that the corner of Olympic and La Cienega does not house a Torah scroll, but it houses the life and the spirit and the heart of this Jewish community. And I'm honored to represent it today in this space, knowing that so many of you would be here, if not in this room, then in one of the other rooms in this building, were it not for this extended medical crisis. And once again, the gratitude that a week after this neighborhood was really in a state of nervousness and fear about what would be, and with enormous amounts of hard and important work yet ahead of us as we continue to fix our society, it's a blessing to be able to be back in this building, feel God's presence as the light streams in, and say these words, Nishmat kol chai tevarech et shimcha, that the breath and the spirit of every living thing shall praise your name, O God, as we try to live with awe and wonder and empathy and care. Nishmat kol chai tevarech et shimcha Adonai Eloheinu nishmat kol chai tevarech et shimcha Adonai Eloheinu Yadai yai yai Hadai yai dai dai Hadai yai oh Hai yai yadai yai dai dai Hai yai oh Hai yai yadai yai nai nai yadai nai nai oh oh hai yai hanai yai dai dai ai dai ya baba yai Ein lana melech el ata. We have no other ruler but you. Elohei Rishonim v'acharonim Eloah kol briot. Ilufinu malei shira kayam. Even if our mouth were filled, as the sea is filled with water, we would not have enough words to praise you. Adhina azaruni rachamech v'lo azavuni achasudech v'yal tichinu v'al nalohina v'al netzach. Miyid melach umi yishvela wawach umi aroch lach el agdol agibor biyad nora el ayon koneh shamayim ba'aretz nalel chana shabecha unefa'er chana rech Hashem kodshecha kamor David Baruch nafshi et Adonai v'chol kravai et Shem kodsho ha'el v'tatzumot uzecha Hagadol bichvot shemecha Hagibor lenetzach v'yanora benorotecha Hamelech hayoshev al kisei ram benisa. I believe Rabbi Schatz is going to take over lead Shacharit. So we're passing the baton to Rabbi Schatz. As soon as Rabbi Schatz is unmuted by Hector.
Shochen ad maharom vekadosh shemo befi yesharim titalat תתהלל, ובדברי צדיקים תתברך, תתברך, שוכנת מרום וקדוש שמו, שוכנת מרום וקדוש שמו, ובלשון חסידים תתרומם, תתרומם, ובקרב קדושים תתקדש, תתקדש, שוכנת מרום וקדוש שמו, שוכנת מרום וקדוש שמו. להודות, להלל, לשבח, לברך, לרמם, להדר, לברך, להלל, לקלס, על כל דברי שירה ותשבחות, דוד בן ישי, עבדך משיחך, please rise, ישתבח שמך לעד מלכנו. ברכות והודות מעתה ועד עולם, ברוך אתה אדוני המלך גדול בתשבחות, אל ההודות אדון הנפלאות, הבוחר בשירי זמרה, מלך אלוהי העולמים. In a moment, you may be seated now, but in a moment we're going to turn to the prayer after the Baruch Hu. Since we're not all in a room together as a minyan, we do not say the Baruch Hu all together. I'm going to refrain from calling page numbers between this point and when we get to the Micha Mocha. So currently we are on page 149. We are on page 150 in the Lev Shalem in this Siddur. We're on page 107 in the Shabbat Sim Shalom, and we are on page 340 in the full volume Sim Shalom. You may be seated. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam v'yotzer baruch Hashem chosei shalom u'marei et hakol אין כערכך ואין זולתך וסבלתך מדומה לך. אין כערכך אדוני אלוהינו בעולם הזה, ואין זולתך מלכין לחיי עולם הבא. אפס בלתך גאלנו לימות המשיח, ואין דומה לך מושיענו לחיית המתים. אל אדון הכל המעשים ברוך ומבורך בפי כל נשמה, גודלו וטובו מלא עולם דעת ותבונה סובבים אותו. המתגאה על חיות הקודש ונדר בכבוד על המרכבות, זכות ומישור לפני כיסו, חסד ורחמים לפני כבודו. טובים מאורות שברא אלוהינו יצרם, ודעת בבינו ופסקל כוח וגבורה נתן בהם, להיות מושלים בקרב תבל, מלאים זיו ומפיקים נוגה, נאה זיוו מכל העולם, שמחים בצאתם וששים בבואם, עושים בהם הרצון קונם. פאר וכבוד נונים לשמוע צולה, ורינה לזכר מלכותו, קרא לשמש ויזרח אורה, והתקין צורת הלבנה. שבח נונים לו כל צבא מרום, תפארת וגדולה שרפים ואופנים וחיות הקודש. ינאי ננאי ינאי נאי ינאי ננאי ינאי ינאי ננאי ינאי נאי ינאי ננאי ינאי נאי ינאי 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 ננאי ינאי ננאי ינאי ננאי ינאי ננאי להילה של שבת מכל המעשים. מדבר של יום השבת עובד עליו. תתברך מושיענו על שבח מעשה ידיך ועל מאורי אור שעשית יפרוך הסלע. תתברך צהורינו מלכנו וגאלינו בריא קודשים ישתבח שמך. כולם אהובים, כולם ברורים, כולם גיבורים, וכולם עושים באימה ויראה רצון קונם, וכולם פותחים את פיהם בקדושה וטהרה, בשירה ובזמרה, מברכים ומשבחים ופרים ומריצים ומקדישים וממליכים את שם האל, המלך הגדול יתברך הקדוש הוא, וכולם כולם כאחד עונים ואומרים ביראה קדוש 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 אדוני צבאות מלך על הארץ כבודו בפנים אחד ברעש גדול מן הסלע לעומתה משבחים ואומרים ברוך אדוני ממקומו לברכם עתידנו לחכם. אור חדש על ציון תאיר ונזכה כולנו מהרה לאורו ברוך אתה אדוני יוצר המאורות אהבה רבה אהבתנו אדוני אלוהינו חמלה גדולה ותורה חמלת עלינו אבינו מלכנו בעבור אבותינו שבטחו בך אבינו מלכנו ואתם למדם חוקי חיים כן תכוננו תלמדנו אבינו אב הרחמן המרחם רחם עלינו ותן בליבנו להבין ולהשכיל לשמוע ללמוד וללמד לשמור ולעשות ולקיים את כל דברי תלמוד תורתך באהבה והאר עינינו בתורתך ודבק ליבנו במצוותיך ויחל לבבינו לאהבה וליראת שמך ולא נבוש לעולם ועד ולא נבוש לעולם ועד כי בשם קודשך הגדול והנורא פתחנו נגילה ונשמחה בישועתך והביאנו לשלום מארבע כנפות הארץ ותוליכנו קוממיות לארצנו כי אל פה ישועתך ובנו בחרת מכל עם ולשון וקרבתנו לשמך הגדול סלע באמת להודות לך ולייחדך באהבה ברוך אתה אדוני הבוחר בעמו ישראל באהבה אל מלך נאמן שמע ישראל אדוני אלוהינו אדוני אחד ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובישעריך. למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם, אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם אלוהים, אני אדוני אלוהיכם. לדור והדור הוא קיים ושמו קיים, וחיסון נכון ומלכותו ומלכותו קיימת, רב חיים וקיימים. אמת שאתה הוא אדוני אלוהינו ואלוהי אבותינו, מלכי מלך אבותינו, גואלנו גואל אבותינו, יוצר יוצר ישועתנו, פודינו מצילים עולם שמך, אין אלוהים זולתך, עזרת אבותינו אתה הוא מעולם. In a moment, we're going to recite the Michamocha and then enter into our own silent Amidah. For those of you who have davened with me before during this pandemic, I've been offering a kavanah, an intention of some sort, before we do the Amidah, because it is bizarre that we're not doing the Amidah altogether, and sometimes that clouds our ability to know how to pray and what to pray. First and foremost, we're going to be on page 158 in the Lev Shalem and 114 in the Shabbat Sim Shalom and page 352 in the full Sim Shalom. Rabbi Kligfeld made a joke while saying, Ma Rabu, Ma Navu. We come up with more Ma's than we know what to do with. And he joked and said, Manishtana, and it just shows that sometimes when you work together, you read each other's minds. So this kavanah that I'm going to read to you is actually called Manishtana, What Needs to Change. It's by a woman, Ilana Joy Strite. And I hope that the words of this kavanah or the words of the Amidah will fill you with important prayer and connection this Shabbat. What needs to change so the world as it is can wake up? What needs to change so the world as it is can love us? What needs to change right now so we can breathe? What needs to change so our sisters and brothers can be as free as we are? And what needs to change so that we can be free too? What needs to change in our voices, our postures, our pacing? What needs to change in how we try to change our bodies? What needs to change in our newspapers and in our budgets? What needs to change in our language and in our bedrooms? What needs to change in how we look in the mirror? What needs to change tonight so we may wake up freer in the morning? What needs to change next week to nurture all the Miriams and the Moshes? And what needs to change so that every Pharaoh gets 12 hugs a day? What needs to change so that I have a voice and you have ears? I know what needs to change, and you know what needs to change, and we will be the change. Tehilot le'elyon baruch u'mevorach Moshe Miriam u'bnei Yisrael lechanu shira Besimcha rabba ve'yamru chulam mi chamocha bailim Adonai mi kamocha ne'edar ba'kodesh norat tehilot osefele shira chadasha shimchu ge'ulim leshimecha sefatayam yachad kulam hodu v'imlichu ve'amru Adonai imloch le'olam va'ed Yanai nanai yanai nai please rise yanai nanai nai yanai nai nai Tur Israel kuma bezrat Israel uftechenu mecha Yehuda ve'Yisrael Go Aleinu Adonai tzvaot shemo Kedosh Yisrael Baruch atah Adonai Kal Yisrael. Ose shalom bimromav hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'yakol. Come stand here. Israel ve'yimeru. Amen. This is for you, Chasen. Ose shalom bimromav Hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'akol Yisrael ve'imeru Amen. Oseh shalom
Bimruma
Hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'akol Yisrael ve'imeru Amen. Cantor Chorny. So as soon as Cantor Chorny is unmuted, we're going to turn over to the Torah service, which you'll be able to find on page 168, page 139, and page 394.
Shabbat shalom, everybody. And as Hector is also unmuting Chasen Samuel in preparation for him reading the first part of our Torah readings this morning from Parshat Naso, I know Chasen's going to be turning in his Siddur to page 107 in the Lev Shalem, preparing to read for us the blessing for Torah study, because as Rabbi Kligfeld mentioned, that one of those Torah scrolls that is not in the ark, behind him in that picture, is laying before us in the screen in Chasen Samuel's little box there in our dollhouse screen here on Zoom. That's the Poch Family Torah. And Chasen, I really, really, really hope, I'll pre-apologize to Rabbi Kligfeld if I'm stepping on the toes of any remarks or blessings he might say today or in the day of Bar Mitzvah for Chasen later. But since I cannot call you to Torah today, Chasen, as a Bar Mitzvah by your side, what I'll say at this moment as you're all gathered before one another, that wouldn't be true on any other parsha, is that we are taking an accounting of B'nai Gershon, as we're about to have you read those words from the Torah. This is your family. I don't think you could fit any more of you in that box right now. So we're going to have you read that blessing from the Torah, blessing God for the opportunity for you to study Torah, to be la'asok b'divrei Torah, to be busy with the words of Torah. And then for people who have an Eitz Chaim Chumash in front of them, you can turn to page 791, where Chasen will read for us the first two aliyot from the triennial reading of Parshat Naso. He'll read the first two aliyot, and then we'll take a pause and we'll unmute. We will unmute for our second reader, but Chasen should be unmuted so that we can be sure to hear him read from that Torah scroll. Might just be taking a moment because there are so many wonderful, wonderful people who are here to celebrate with us this Shabbat morning. There we go. I'm going to remain unmuted here, Chase. Go ahead.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu la'asok b'divrei Torah.
Amen.
Amen.
Vaydaber Adonai el Moshe lemor Naso et Rosh b'nei Gershon kam heim לבית אבותם ומשפחותם מבין 30 שנה ומעלה עד בן 50 שנה תפקוד אותם כהבת לצבאות צבא העבוד עבודה באוהל מועד זו עבודה משפחות הגרשוני לעבוד ולמסע.
Go ahead and read that second aliyah.
ונשאו את יריעות המשכן ואת אוהל מועד מקצהו ומקצה התחש אשר עליו מלמעלה ואת מסך פתח אוהל מועד ואת כלי החצר ואת מסך פתח שער החצר אשר על המשכן ועל המזבח סביב ואת מיטריהם את כל כלי עבודתם ואת כל אשר יעשה להם ועבדו על פי אהרון ובניו תהיה כל עבודת בני הגרשוני לכל מסעם ולכל עבודתם והפקדתם עליהם במשמרת את כל מסעם זו עבודת משפחות בני הגרשוני באוהל מועד ומשמרתם ביד איתמר בן אהרון הכהן.
Yasher Koach, Jason. And you can go ahead and as you're muted, you can take this next few moments to find the 7th reading in the Torah scroll. And we'll have Mark Wolf unmuted as he's going to read for us Aliyot 3 through 6 from the Torah. We're going to be continuing on page 792 in the Eitz Chaim Chumash. That's the book of Bamidbar of Numbers, chapter 4, verse 29. We're going to be reading through chapter 5, verse 4. Again, that's the third aliyah in the triennial reading on page 792. And Mark is going to be the one unmuted, Mark Wolf. He's going to read that for us. So page 792 in just a moment. And that's then we'll come back to Chasen to read for us number 7.
Yasher Koach, Jason. Very proud of you. Third aliyah. B'nei Merari lemishpachotam leveit avatam tifkoratam mibein 30 shana v'mala ועד 50 שנה תפקדם כל עבד לצבא לעבוד את עבודת המועד וזאת משמרת מסעם לכל עבודתם באוהל מועד אנשי המשכן ובריחם עמדה ועלנה ועמדי החצר סביב ועדניהם ויתרתם ומעטריהם לכל כליהם ולכל עבודתם ושמות יפקדו את כלי משמר ועשם זאת עבודת משפחות בני מררי לכל עבודתם באוהל מועד ליד איתמר בן אהרון הכהן. Fourth aliyah. ויפקוד משה ואהרון ונשיאי העדות את בני הקטיר ומשפחתם ובית אבותם מבין 30 שנה ומעלה ועד בין 50 שנה כל הבא לצבא, לעבודת במועד, והיו פקודיהם למשפחתם 2,750. אלה פקודי משפחות הקטי, ולעובד במועד, אשר פקד משה ואהרון על פי אדוני ביד משה. תתעליה. ופקודי בני גרשון למשפחתם ובית אבותם מבין 30 שנה ומעלה ועד בין 50 שנה, כל הבא לצבא לעבודת במועד, והיו פקודיהם למשפחתם ובית אבותם 2,630. אלה פקודי משפחות בני גרשון ולעובד במועד, אשר פקד משה ואהרון על פי אדוני, ופקודי משפחות בני מררי ומשפחתם לבית אבותם מבין 30 שנה ומעלה ועד בין 50 שנה, ולבא לצבא לעבודת במועד, והיו פקודיהם למשפחתם 3,200. אלה פקודי משפחות בני מררי, אשר פקד משה ואהרון על פי אדוני ביד משה, כל הפקודים אשר פקד משה ואהרון בצאי ישראל, את הלוויים למשפחתם ובית אבותם מבין 30 שנה ומעלה ועד בין 50 שנה, כל הבא לעבוד עבודת משה ניסה במועד, והיו פקודיהם 8,580. על פי אדוני פקד אותם ביד משה, איש איש על עבודותיו ועל מעשו ופקודיו אשר ציווה אדוני את משה. תתעליה. וידבר אדוני אל משה לאמור, צו את בני ישראל, ישלחו מן המחנה כל צרוע וכל צב וכל טמא לנפש, נזכר עד נקבה תשלחו, ומחוץ למחנה תשלחו, ולא יטמאו את מתניהם, אשר אני שולחם בתוכם, וישלחם בני ישראל, וישלחו אותם אל מחוץ למחנה, כאשר דיבר אדוני אל משה, כן עשו בני ישראל.
Yeshar Koach, Mark. Thank you for reading for us. And as Mark is muted, we are going to be unmuting Chasen in a moment, but not just yet, because before Chasen reads the 7th and final Aliyah for Parshat Naso, we're going to offer a Mishaberach Lecholim, a blessing for those who are in need of healing of body, mind, and spirit in our community. We keep a list of those members in our community who are in need of healing. I'm going to say the prayer and read those list of names, and then I'm going to pause and ask that if you have a name or names to add, that you add those names in the pause, and we know that those names will reach the place that they need to reach. Mishaberach Avoteinu Avraham Yitzchak v'Yaakov, Mishaberach Imoteinu Sarah Rivka Rachel v'Leah, Vivarech v'Yirapeh et kol hacholim. It's a Havayafa bat Esther, Nima bat Malkat, Leah bat Esther, et Desireo Leah, Dirma Kuriel, et Yehudish bat Frima, et Rivka bat Pesha, et Arnarella bat Yehudit, et Mordechai bat Esther, et Leah Friedel bat Bracha Kreindel, et Catherine bat Sarah, et Stanley Kreitzer, et Itanavi ben Harav Chaya v'Lev Chaim Kohen, et Leah bat Frai, et Harav Yaakov Baruch ben Uri v'Chava, et Yosef ben Achim Mendel ben Gittel, et Yehuda ben Avraham v'Sarah, et Chashachai bat Sarah, et Friedel bat Rachel, et Gutman ben Frumagute, et Menachem ben Chaim, et Akiva ben Naphtali Malka, et Shoshana bat Leah, et Chana bat Esther, et Nechatzina bat Frumatova, et Metugat Sarah bat Shindel Golda, et Bala Esther Gittel bat Fega, et Ben Zion ben Gittel, et Chaya bat Sarah, et Yaakov ben Avraham, et Joel Ari ben Esther, et Helena bat Sarah, et Tova bat Yosef Echava, et Elad Shoshan, et Eliyahu ben Shena Shirha, et Shmuel Chaim ben Devorhet, Bela Eta bat Gitel, et Yerachmiel ben Avraham bechinke, et Ita bat Mordechai Leva Malka, et Harav Melech ben Timha, et Elena Kramer, et Reuven ben Benjamin, et Chana bat Chaya, et Shmuel bat Chana, ve'et. Kol hacholim, hakadosh baruch hu, yimalei rachamim alehem, v'achazikam orahapotam, v'yishlach lehem meira refuah shlema min hashamayim, refuat hanefesh u'refuat haguf, b'toch sha'ar hacholim v'chazek et yedei hoseki b'tzorchehem, Shabbati milizok u'refa krova lavo, hashabagala, v'izman kariv, v'nomar, Amen. We wish a speedy and complete healing to all, and we look forward to the day when we have much less healing to wish for in this world soon, and let us say Amen. And now it's a pleasure to go back to Chasen Samuel for him to once again be unmuted to read from that Pilch Torah, as every space that you stand in is some kind of Pilch hall. As Chasen reads for us that 7th Aliyah, I'll remind you that you could find it in the Eitz Chaim Chumash on page 794. It encompasses both the 7th Aliyah and what would be also the Maftir Aliyah. So Chasen is going to read that for us. And then after he reads that for us, I'll announce for us the page number for the Haftarah, because we'll close up the Torah after that. So as soon as Chasen is unmuted, we'll have him read the 7th Aliyah. This is just like real shul, where it takes us a minute sometimes to gather around the bima. The only difference is that you can't turn to your neighbor and chat with them. There you go. Jason, we're ready when you're ready. Just bring your yod and read for us. We're on page 794.
וידבר אדוני אל משה לאמור, דבר אל בני ישראל, איש או אישה, כי יעשו מכל חטאת האדם למעול מעל באדוני, ואשמה הנפש ההיא, והתבדו את חטאתם. אשר עשו והשיב את אשמו בראשו וחמישיתו יוסף עליו ונתן לאשר שם לו ואם אין לאיש פועל להשיב האשם אליו האשם המוסב לאדוני לכהן מלבד אל הכיפורים אשר יכפר בו עליו וכל תרומה לכל קודשי בני ישראל אשר יקריבו לכהן לא יהיה ואיש את קודשיו לא יהיו איש אשר ייתן לכהן לא יהיה.
Once again, Yashar Koach, beautifully read. You can close up the Torah scroll and make sure to take that beautiful yad out of it. And you can double cover it. You can cover it first just lightly over it with the Torah cover, or you can fully dress it by wrapping and covering if you've got it looks like you have a few hands on deck there. And then cover it up again. I think you have that big talit of your grandfather's there. You can cover over it. And now we're going to turn to the Haftarah, to the words of the prophets that accompany it. The Haftarah that accompanies Parshat Naso can be found in the Eitz Chaim Chumash on page 813. Chasen, I know that you beautifully prepared the blessings also. We look forward to hearing that the next time that you step forward to the Bima. But today, because we're not a minyan in person, we're going to have you go straight to the words of the Haftorah, page 813, and I'm going to be muted, and we'll just listen to you.
ויהי איש אחד מצרה ממשפחת עני ושמו מנוח ואשתו עקרה ולא ילדה וירא מלאך אדוני אל האישה ויאמר אליה הנה נא עקרה ולא ילדת וילדת בן ועתה אישה אמרינה ואל תשתי יין ושכר ואל תאכלי כל טמא היא נחרה וילדת בן ומרה לא יעלה על ראשו כי נזיר אלוהים יהיה הנער מן הבטן והוא יחל להושיע את ישראל מיד פלישתים ותבוא האישה ותאמר לאישה לאמור איש אלוהים בא אלי ומראהו כמראה מלאך אלוהים נורא מאוד ולא שאלתיהו מי זהו ואת שמו לא הגיד לי ויאמר לי הנה חרה וילדת בן ועתה אל תשתי יין ושכר ואל תאכלי כל טומאה כי נזיר אלוהים יהיה הנער מן הבטן עד יום מותו ויתר מנוח אל אדוני ויאמר בי אדוני איש אלוהים אשר שלחת יבוא נאות אלינו ויראנו מה נעשה לנער הילד וישמע אלוהים בקול מנוח ויבוא מלאך אלוהים עוד אל האישה והיא יושבת בשדה מנוח אישה אין עמה ותמהר האישה ותרץ ותגד לאישה ותאמר אליו הנה נראה אלי האיש שבא ויום אלי ויקום וילך מנוח אחרי אשתו ויבוא אל האיש ויאמר לו אתה האיש אשר דיברת אל האישה ויאמר אני ויאמר מנוח אתה יבוא דברך מה יהיה משפט הנער מעשהו ויאמר מלאך אדוני אל מנוח מכל אשר אמרתי אל האישה תשמר מכל אשר יצא מגפן היין לא תאכל ויין ושכר תשת וכל טומאה אל תאכל כל אשר ציוויתיה תשמור ויאמר מנוח אל מלאך אדוני נצרה נא אותך ונעשה לפניך גדי עזים ויאמר מלאך אדוני אל מנוח אם תצרני לא אוכל ולחמך ואם תעלה עולה תעלנה כי לא ידע מנוח כי מלאך אדוני הוא ויאמר מנוח אל מלאך אדוני משמך כי יבוא דברך וכיבדנוך ויאמר לו מלאך אדוני למה זה תשאל לשמי והוא פלי ויקח מנוח את גדי העזים ואת חמינך ויעל על הצור לאדוני מפליא לעשות ומנוח אשתו רואים ויהי בלעות הלב מעל המזבח השמיימה ויעל מלאך אדוני בלב המזבח מנוח ואשתו רואים ויפלו על פניהם ארצה ולא יסף עוד מלאך אדוני להיראו אל מנוח ואל אשתו אז ידע מנוח כי מלאך אדוני הוא Vayomer Manoach El Ishto Mo Namu Ki Elohim Ra'inu Vatomer Lo Ishto Lu Chafetz Adonai Lahamitenu Lo Lakah Miadenu Olah Mincha Velo Heranu Et Kol Ele V'chaet Lo Hishmianu Kazo Vateled Haisha Bain Vatikra Et Shemo Shimshon Vayigdah Hanar Vayverchehu Adonai Vateled Ruach Adonai Lefa'amo B'machane Dan Bain Sorah Uvein Eshta'o. I just wanted to take a minute to say thank you to my community for being here to support me. And I want to take a moment to recognize my grandfather, Gershon, who's no longer here with us. And it's we all miss him every day. And as I read these words of Torah today, and his name was in there, Gershon, I read his name in the Torah, and this Parshat Naso has such a deep connection to me that I just wanted to mention, and I just wanted to say thank you for everybody being here to celebrate my Simcha. And I miss my grandpa, and he is with me as I read those words of Torah and throughout my life every day. And I really appreciate it, and I hope we can create some peace and justice in the world this week.
Jason, you are Torah. You read Torah and you are Torah, and your words are Torah. Yeshar koach on that and on everything that you offered to us. And I am so grateful that we don't get you just once, but hopefully twice and 3 times and many times over. And I'm going to turn this over to Rabbi Kligfeld because you are a blessing to us, and we want to offer just a blessing of this moment. So we're going to have Rabbi Kligfeld unmuted here, because we don't want to let this moment pass. Even though this is not bar mitzvah, you are bar mitzvah. So we'll have him unmuted so that we can mark this moment in time. So we'll wait patiently because it's worth it.
Thank you.
Jason, can you feel the hug?
I can.
Feel it in your bones and your kishkas that all of us are really trying to imagine being with you and hug you. This space is hugging you from a distance. I've been thinking about what to say at a moment like this for a long time, not having any idea when I began to think about it that it was going to be in this way. And in some ways, it's a bonus that I'll get to share a version of this message to you twice today, and on the day you actually become bar mitzvah, God willing, in this space. You and I have shared a special bond for a long time. We've obviously shared shul together and Havdalahs at the end of Yom Kippur together, and baseball games together, and events at your home together, whether it was naming one of your siblings or celebrating one of the many times that your parents have opened their homes to this community. There's so many places I can go to in my mind and see myself there with Jason Samuel. And I'm moved by your being moved at your connection to this parsha, which you read so beautifully in your grandfather's name, and all the ways in which you wrap yourself up, not only in a talit, but in the fabric and the legacy of your extraordinary family. Which means it's both more painful that you can't be doing this in this space, a space that the way it looks now and the way it used to look was so integrally connected to your family's leadership and generosity. But in some ways, it's also appropriate, given the fact that we wouldn't have chosen this, that you get to have that Pilch Torah right in front of you in your home and have a very, very family-oriented experience. We're told as parents and told as educators that we're not supposed to think or speak in comparisons or superlatives. You should speak to someone kind of as they are, not compare them to anyone else or put people on superlative comparisons to others. I normally believe in that, but I want to depart from that for a moment. I don't know anyone, Jason, who loved and loves his grandparents and his great-grandparents as you did. I'll never forget some of the most tender moments between you and your Bubby Rose. She was reaching the end of her life, and you couldn't be pulled away from her. You crawled up next to her, telling her all the ways that you loved her. You almost wanted to be with her in all of her pain at the end of her life. It was so tender, so sweet, so beautiful. Your bond with your grandfather, I'll just say I've never seen it more. Maybe there are other people who have that bond as strong, but it's impossible for you to imagine a grandson having more reverence, admiration, and love for a grandparent or a great-grandparent, in addition to your wonderful relationship with your parents and your siblings and your community. That's a superlative to me. I don't know that I could find an example of someone who is more focused on living a mature, grown-up life well before society was asking you to do it than you. You've been popping into my office like you're a board member for years. Just every while, open. There's a knock on the door, and is it Avi? Is it Ron Alberts? Is it Diane Shapiro? No, it's Jason Samuel. He's in the building. He's coming to say hello. How are things going, Rabbi?
On the treadmill.
On the treadmill, exactly. And I also don't know, which is again what makes this moment particularly poignant for what it's not. I don't know if it's possible to anticipate and have excitement for one's own bar mitzvah day for a longer and more intensely and intently than you have. I mean, you and I have been talking about this day, not just from a year ago when you really started training, or from 3 years ago when the date got on the calendar, but from 5 years old, you were thinking about becoming bar mitzvah. You could not have done it with a greater sense of expectation. I got an email from Jason saying, Rabbi, here's a draft of my Haftarah. I want you to tell me what you think of it. I got that email last June. A year before your bar mitzvah was supposed to take place, you sent me an email saying, Rabbi, take a look at some of my initial thoughts on my Haftarah that you're still working on, and we're going to be able to hear when it's applied to the new parsha you've chosen as well. So there are things about you that are superlative, particularly how you have anticipated this moment. But I want to say something about all the moments that are going to happen after this moment and after the moment that you become bar mitzvah in this space, God willing, later on this year. And it comes from a Hasidic commentary, Jason, not on the part of the parsha that you read and prepared, but on the very, very end of the parsha, very end of Parshat Naso, which is the longest parsha in the Torah by verses. In the section where all the princes of the tribes bring their gifts to the inauguration of the Mishkan, of the Tabernacle, the Torah says, Zot Chanukata Mizbeach. This was the inauguration, Chanukayu. That's a word that I know that you know. The inauguration, the dedication, the feeling special about the newness of the altar. B'yom himashachoto, on the day that it was anointed, on the day that it was consecrated, on the day that it was started to be used. Me'eit Nesei Yisrael, from all the princes of Israel. That's in the 84th verse of the 7th chapter of Bamidbar. The 7th chapter of Bamidbar is the longest chapter by verse of any of the chapter in the Torah. But 4 verses later, there's another verse which is similar but not the same. And a commentator called the Imre Emet, who was the 3rd rabbi of the Gerer Hasidic dynasty, the Gerer Hasidim, who are from the town of Gur, just outside Warsaw, he notices something. In verse 84, the one that I read, it says that this is the dedication, the renewal of the altar on the day that it was consecrated. But 4 verses later, it says, Zot Chanukat HaMizbeach Acharehi Mashachoto. This is the dedication, the renewal of the altar on the days after it was consecrated. And the Imre Emet says, well, which one is it? Are we reading about the dedication on the day that everything was new and brand spanking and shiny? Or are we reading about the dedication in the sense of sanctity on the days after? He says it's both, because the Torah and Jewish life challenges us not only to feel that the trumpets are blasting and the sense of newness and excitement are happening on the big days, on the days of our bar mitzvah, on the day that everyone's gathered to celebrate us, on the day that the temple was dedicated. What's your sense of Hanukkah the next week? Hanukkah, not the holiday, but Hanukkah, the concept. What's your sense of renewal and dedication and offering yourself and feeling amazement when you walk into the sanctuary, the Shabbat, after your bar mitzvah, when you put on your talit a month after your bar mitzvah, when you come to daily minyan and put on tefillin 2 months after your bar mitzvah, when you're not looking at the bar mitzvah in the front mirror, coming up 3 years from now, 1 year from now, 1 month from now, next week, but you're looking at your bar mitzvah in the rearview mirror a week ago, a month ago, 6 months ago, a year ago. Your challenge, Jason, and I can't imagine someone any more fit to face this challenge than you. To convert all this tremendous excitement and anticipation you've had for this moment in your life for years, that's been spilling out of you so that everyone knew it. And now make that a part of your commitment to God and to Torah and to Israel and the Jewish people in this community after the fanfare, after the celebration, after the spotlight. Because it's in the ongoing relationship we have with Judaism where Chanukah, where dedication and renewal is required. So it's basically like an hourglass. All of the preparation is connected to this moment. Hourglass, I guess I put on its side. And the moment that you're going to have in October. And then we have to figure out how to expand and grow and make it just as beautiful on the other side. And chase it in the family that you're a part of, and the family that you are a descendant of, and I'm certain in the family that you are going to be creating in your life. That has been and that will be the guiding principle. That it's not just on the big days, on the exciting days, on the headline days, on the spotlight days that we experience dedication. It's every day in our relationship with each other and community and God. So we miss being able to do this with you. We miss being able to see the smiles on your faces, not mediated by a screen, but in real life. And I miss being able to give you, my friend, Jason, a big hug. But I know that there's nothing missing from this moment because you have all that it takes to grab hold of the Torah and read from it and live a life committed to it as you have been planning to do for many, many years. And may that continue, and you always continue to feel and represent that sense of dedication as the days go by. We're so proud of you, and we really love you. Mazel tov.
Thank you.
Amen.
So now we are going to have both Chasen and Rabbi Kligfeld muted. And I'd like to share some words of Torah, speaking to this particular moment in time, just a few concentric circles out from our immediate community, but pertaining to our community. It feels good to be with all of you today. I want to linger in this mazal, in this luck that we can be with you. And what beautiful words from Rabbi Kligfeld and Chasen. I can't wait to be with you again and to see what you do next. So, "21 seconds. 21 seconds. It begins like any other CNN clip of a press conference. Prime Minister Trudeau stands politely at a podium, listening intently to a question that's called out over the clicking shutters of cameras. What, asks a single journalist, does Trudeau think of the American government's response to the current unrest? And then 21 seconds of silence. Trudeau is nearly chewing the air as he thinks in real time about his response. And it's captivating, mostly for its rarity on live television. The silence, the consideration, the elongated pause. You have to imagine that Trudeau anticipated this question, right? Before he went to the podium. That as he walked around his home, he talked about it with his team. Didn't he try out different answers? But you can see in his face, in that moment, he's searching live for the right thing to say. And this made headlines. Something like, politician doesn't talk. Man pauses thoughtfully before responding. It's newsworthy for more than one reason, of course. But one of those reasons is that it is so profoundly rare for someone to claim airtime, to quietly deliberate in their head before speaking. Quiet seems unattainable right now. I cannot remember a more cacophonous season in my life. The streets are trembling with earthquakes and with the thuds of footfalls and chants and broken glass and sirens. And in my home, if you listen closely now, noises wash like a constant tide. There are Zoom calls, and some days Alexa is playing music, and there are FaceTime calls with the family, and here goes another curfew alert sounding on my phone. All until I crawl into bed and turn on the fan for some white noise. Maybe because I've grown so grossly unaccustomed to the quiet. In all that noise, I am becoming more and more skilled at tuning out than tuning in. With all that noise, it's gotten hard to listen. And yet, with all that noise, it's my instinct to add to the noise, to not let the quiet be. And I'll add extemporaneously, did you notice how hard it was for me and for some of us other leaders today to just let the quiet be? It's hard. It's my instinct to add to the noise. Not necessarily in the constructive way in which a large protest can let the unified shouts of thousands grow to be a powerful chorus. That can be chaotic good if social distancing is practiced. My impulse, though, is to add my voice to the conversation like I'm running to throw my idea on top of the pile so I can point to it without bothering to first catch up to the context. Because who could catch up anyway with the pace of the world? The extreme version of this is what my 4-year-old does in her Zoom classes. Well, at least what she did until she was coached very well by her pressman teachers on respecting the space. She would wait impatiently until it was her turn to speak, share her piece, and then immediately exit the meeting. Boop. We had to explain to her that she was doing the thing that we all wish we could do, but can't, don't, shouldn't. There are times when the way we speak matters deeply because it seems like the air is made out of match tips ready to catch fire. holy and aberrant spaces where we're willing to even say, you can't, don't, shouldn't speak this way or that. Shiva. Shiva is an example of that. This is how our rabbinic tradition frames our approach to social environments in the immediate, echoing hours and days of grief. I was sitting in this very spot late last Thursday night listening to a shiur, a class, by Ariel Friedtanzer, a pastoral caregiver and end-of-life planner who was giving a Shavuot shiur in a Temple Beth Am Zoom room about Shiva in the era of COVID. Now, even under the best of circumstances, Shiva is a trying time and one when anyone, but especially Jews, rush to fill space with words and more words. The Talmud in Moed Katan, borrowing wisdom from one of many somber moments in the book of Eov, the book of Job, instructs us not to speak to a mourner until the mourner speaks to us. We, who have entered their home as a guest, have to do the attentive and aching dance of approaching, but resisting. The sidling up next to them, the hand around their back, the sitting on the bench next to, but saying nothing until they speak. Sacred silence. And how much harder is this, Ariel taught us, in the context of a Zoom Shiva, when there is no differentiated space of the living room where your husband's cousins have camped out and the kitchen where you can go find your sibling and their family. There is just a digital dollhouse parked on a screen waiting for the mourner to initiate. Though the great Jewish American legalist Reb Moshe Feinstein died in 1986, he wrote poignantly about this, believe it or not. In his Igrot Moshe, he acknowledged that in a phone call that was meant in place of an in-person Shiva call, a visit to fulfill the mitzvah of Nichum Avelim, comforting the mourner, one could consider the mourner having picked up the phone as they're having initiated conversation. Even Reb Moshe knew that phone silence is deadly. Zoom silence, too. And so it's the case with this, among so many other things, in this moment in time in history, that there is no space for space, no pause for pause, no chance to listen for the breath, no to wait for hearing what emerges from grief, no lingering in the quiet, to see what is wanted and needed of us and from us. There is a wonderful moment in this week's Parsha when Moshe shows us what this could look like, done exactly right, and I'd like to share it with you. It's in the very, very last verse of the Parsha, Numbers, Bamidbar 7:89. Uvevo Moshe el Ohel Moed. And in Moshe's going into the tent of meeting, Lidaber ito, to speak with him, meaning to speak with God. Vayishma et hakol. And he would hear the voice, that is Moshe would hear the voice, mi daber elav, speaking with him. This phrase becomes the most important one, to my point. Me'al hakaporet, from above the lid, asher al aron ha'edut, that was on the pact of the ark of the pact, mi bein shnei hakruvim, that was between the two cherubim, vaydaber elav, and he would speak with him, to him. So Moshe, he set out to speak with God in the tent of meeting, lidaber ito, to speak to God. We know this is something that Moshe did. He spoke to God, with God, had a relationship with God, in which there was a take and a give. Something happens mid-verse, though. And to understand it, I want to bring in the perspective of the 11th century commentator Rashi. Vayishma et hakol. And he heard the voice, mi daber elav. Now Rashi notices something about the nikud, one of the dots in this word, get ready, grammar lovers. There is a dagesh, a belly button dot, so to speak, in the middle of the dalet of mi daber. And Rashi points to this and says that this form of mi daber, the verb we saw in infinitive form, lidaber, to speak earlier in the verse, This form right here, midaber, is a reflexive verb. The non-Rashi-fied translation of this verse was, and he heard the voice speaking to him. But Rashi reads it, and he heard the voice speaking to itself. Or perhaps, and this is me editorializing, but he heard the voice speaking to itself. And by that I mean Moshe entered the tent of meeting intending to speak to God, but what Moshe encountered there was God speaking to God's self. And Moshe stayed. He didn't speak or call out or intervene. Moshe understood that this conversation was not meant for him. And he also understood that this conversation was meant for him. He was welcome in that tent as a beloved partner to listen, to observe, to learn, to absorb, to be present before God. Sacred eavesdropping. The idea of being welcome in the tent and asked to first quietly play the role of listener and overhearer of conversations. I think it describes so well what our friends and neighbors are asking of us in this moment of national upheaval, both people of color in our own communities and neighboring communities of color. I am grateful that through Temple Beth Am, I've had the honor of connecting more deeply over the past few years with the teachings of Reverend Najuma Smith Pollard, a local pastor at Word of Encouragement Church, a poet and a community activist. I cheered her as she cried out this past week, "We don't need more mayhem. We've been there, done that." I watched as Black leaders of faith communities across Los Angeles called out for civility, diplomacy, and unity. I attended to the testimony of Davian Pilgrim, the 16-year-old whom Mayor Garcetti yielded his podium to 3 nights ago so that Mr. Pilgrim could share his story of being racially profiled and offer his perspective on the fears of young Black men in South LA. When Mr. Pilgrim stepped forward, Mayor Garcetti said, quote, "This microphone and this city are yours." And I watched as Mayor Garcetti stepped back and watched. Sacred eavesdropping. A few days ago, I wandered into a tent of meeting, a critical conversation led by Reverend Smith Pollard and co-hosted by Amanda Kairashi and Heba Farag of the USC Center for Religion and Civic Culture. What I siphon from that space will reshape some of my approach to engagement with the issues that are troubling my community, our community, and the communities I love and about which I care deeply. As Heba pointed out, there is a layer of urgency in this conversation, a different layer, one that's in addition to the actual urgency of the moment. This urgent layer is false. You, I, we need not respond just today. We don't need to decide how we feel today, or have the perfect words today, or have made up our mind on this issue or that today. Not because these matters of justice or budget or community organizing or more are less important than they are made out to be. They are critical. But Heba says, this is a marathon, not a sprint. These issues will still need our attention tomorrow, next month, and next year. I hear in this echoes of the grief and loneliness that lingers beyond Shiva. The mourner who is left 2 months after burial, just as in need of a check-in and love and support, if not more so, than they were 3 days after the death of their loved one. And Amanda Kairashi also underscored the importance of long-term engagement, but for a different reason, a specific one. She said, in the bottomless universe of digital conversation, it can feel impossible to sort out what is authentic and expert from what is anomalous and toxic. She spoke about reading and listening and learning the patterns of an issue so you can spot the noxious outlier, those who are pushing to spoil the positive momentum. And I do return daily to a sense of gratitude for the gift, the godly gift of discernment, one that I acknowledge in the first weekday blessing of the Amidah, God as the gracious giver of da'at, deya, bina, v'haskel, discernment. This is the work of engagement that follows sacred eavesdropping, the sorting, the discernment. All 3 voices in the discussion spoke of a time for action. But it just so happens that the way we're left hanging here, right now, this week, at the end of Parshat Naso, Moshe is going to remain in this tent for a whole additional week, hanging out there, before God asks him to go and act, daber, to speak with his brother Aaron and give further instruction. This pause feels poetic because we are indeed in the Midbar, this desert space that shares a root with the word for speech. Midbar, empty space left wide open, tempting to fill it with words. Beckoning you to come find a tent and listen to the conversation within. Shabbat Shalom. And I'll turn this over, have myself muted, and Rabbi Kligfeld will take us out for the rest of the morning.
Rabbi Chorny. We're almost at noon, and we like to have these services not end much past noon. And now see that I'm kind of washed out as the beautiful sun is coming through. So I apologize for that washed out look. Nothing I can do about it. I'm just going to leave it as it is. And we're going to do Musaf together, kind of together. Normally, we would do Musaf with the Heicha Kedusha if we really considered this to be a minyan. Whoever would be leading would be starting the blessings, say the Kedusha together, and then the rest silently. I think what I'm going to do, just thinking out loud here, I think I'm going to do all of Musaf out loud and encourage all of you to either kind of say your quiet Amidah to yourself or say it out loud. There's nothing wrong with saying your Amidah out loud, particularly if you're sort of by yourself. That way we can hear some of these words contributing to the liturgical experience. I just have to find the page because I lost the page. So if you're in the Lev Shalem, it's on page 185. If you're in the Slim Shalom, the Siddur for Shabbat and Festivals, it's 156. And if you're in the one volume Sim Shalom, it's on page 430. I'm going to sort of face the arc so you're going to see my profile. And again, if you like, you can step away from wherever you're watching if you'd rather have it be in complete silence, but I'm going to give voice to the Amidah as much as possible. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Elohei Avotenu Abraham Yitzchak Elohei Yaakov El Hagadol Hagibor V'Yanora El Elyon Gomel Chasadim Tovim V'Konei Hakol V'Zocher Chastei Avod Umevi Goel Livnei Bneihem L'Mahan Shemo V'Yahav HaMelech Ozer Moshe Umagin Baruch atah Adonai Magen Abraham, Atagi Borlelam Adonai Mechem Metim Latara, Blahoshia Morid Haktal, Mechalkel Chaim Bechesed, Mechaye Meitim Berachamim Rabim, Somech Noflim Berofei Chodim, Umatir Asurim, Umekaye Memunato, Lishenei Afar Micha Mocha Bal Geurot Umido Melech Melech Mimit Umechayeh Umatzmiach Yeshua V'neman Atalach Hayot Metim Baruch atah Adonai Mechayeh HaMetim Ata kadosh v'shimcha kadosh, u'kadoshim b'chol yom yalu chasela, baruch ata Adonai ha'el hakadosh. Tikanta Shabbat ratzita kavonoteha, tivita perushem sidurei nesacheha, me'angel elam kavod nichalu, to'ameh chaim zahu, v'gam ha'ohavim dvareha gdula b'charoaz misinai nisavu aleha, v'tetzavim Adonai Eloheinu lakri b'korban musaf Shabbat karaui. Yiratzal l'fenachan Elohim le'avoteinu, Hameshiv banim l'gulam, Shetalenu b'simcha l'artzenu v'titeinu b'gvulenu,
ששם עשו אבותינו לפניך את קורבנותיהם תמידים כסדרם ומוספים כהלכתם. כי עד מוסף יום השבת הזה עשו ויקראו לפניך בידך כמצוות רצונך, ככתוב בתורתך על ידי משה עבדך, לפי כבודך כאמור. וביום השבת שני כבשים בני שנה תמימים ושני עשרונים סולל למנחה לולה שמן ונזקו עולת שבת שבת ושבתו עולת שבת ושבתו עולת שבת ושבתו על עולת התמיד ונזקה ישמחו במלכותך שומרי 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 שבת וקורא עונג שבת המקדש וכל המספור ותנבו דבריך בשביל עשיתו ובקדשתו כן נתן למתו קראת זכר מעשה בראשית אלוהינו ואלוהי אבותינו רצי במנוחתנו קדשנו במצוותיך ותן חלקנו בתורתך סבאנו מטובך ושמחנו בישועתך וטהר ליבנו ליעבדך בימיך ונכוון להם בעבר רצון שבת קודשך ונוחו וישום מקדשי שמך ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת וצא אדוני אלוהינו ממך ישראל תפילתם וישבת עליו בבית בקדשי ישראל תפילתם יבת רצון ותהי רצון תמיד עבדי תרצונך ותחזה עינינו בשבחת ציון ברחמים ברוך אתה אדוני המחזיר שכינתו לציון מודים אנחנו לך שתהו אדוני אלוהינו לבית צורכם וגנשנו התהו לדור ודור נודה לך נספר תהילתך על חיינו המשרים בדרך ועל נשפוטנו הבעולף ועל ניסך שבכל יום עמנו ועל נפלותך וטובתך שבכל ערב ובוקר בצהריים הטוב כאילו כל רחמך רחם כאילו תמו חסדך לעולם קיבלנו לך ועל כולם יברך ותרמסו כמותנו תמיד לעולם ועד וכל החיים יוחסה לבלוע שמך למדי ישועתנו בעזרתנו סלע ברוך אתה אדוני הטוב שמך נעלת לך להודות שים שלום טובה וברכה חן וחסד ורחמים עלינו ועל כל ישראל עמך ברכנו אבינו כולנו כאחד ביור פניך כי ביור פניך נתת לנו אדוני אלוהינו תורה חיים ויעבד חסד וצדקה ברכה ורחמים וחיים ושלום ושלום וטוב בעיניך לברך את עמך ישראל בכל עת ובכל שעה בשלומך ברוך אתה אדוני המברך לעמו ישראל בשלום.
At the end of our services, we're going to conclude with Enk Eloheinu and Aleinu. Enk Eloheinu on page 204, 182, or 508. Enk Eloheinu, Enk Adonenu, Enk Malkeinu, Enk Moshienu, Micha Eloheinu, Micha Adonenu, Micha Malkeinu, Micha Moshienu, Nodel Eloheinu, Nodel Adonenu, Nodel Malkeinu, Nodel Moshienu, Baruch Eloheinu, Baruch Adonenu, Baruch Malkeinu, Baruch Moshienu, Atahu Eloheinu, Atahu Adonenu, Atahu Malkeinu, Atahu Moshienu, Atahu Shektiru, Avotenu, Lefanecha, Eketoret Asamim, Nananai, Yadadai, 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 Nanai, Nananai, yadai, yadai, anai, nai, 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 nai. Please rise for Aleinu. Aleinu l'shabeach ladon hakol latet gedula liatzer bereshit shelo asanu koy haratzot velo samanu k'mishpachot ha'adama shelo sam chalkenu kahem v'gohor aleinu kachol amonam v'anachnu korim u'mishtachavim u'mohodim lifnei melech malchei amlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shehonat Hashemayim Yezer Moshe Bikra Bashem. Al Keinaka Velachar Eloheinu Lil Mehir Rabbi Ferdu Zecha Letakei Noilam B'Malchut Shaddai. Kakatu b'Toratecha Adonai Yimloch le'olam bo'ed v'nemar b'haya Adonai l'melech al kol haaretz bayom hahu yeh Adonai echad u'shmo echad einod einod Einod, Einod. As I mentioned earlier in the service, we have a lot of loss in our community this week, and we extend our hearts and condolences to Greg Lee on the death of his mother, Sandy, to Nancy Gilbert on the death of her brother, to Janet Oldak on the death of her sister, to Alan Wax on the death of his father, Lester in Massachusetts, and recently to Fred Raskin on the death of his father, also on the East Coast. And all of them, to one extent or another, will be sitting a version of a digital Shiva, and you'll have opportunities, if you join the daily Minyanim, to wish them your own individual condolences. All those who are observing your site or are in mourning, please rise for the Mourner's Kaddish, page 207, 184, or 512. Yitkadal v'yitkadash Shemei Rabbah, v'yalma divrach chirutei, v'yamlich malchutei, v'chayechon v'yomechon, v'chayei dechol Beit Yisrael, v'agala v'yizman kari v'yemru amen. Yehei Shemei Rabbah mevorach le'olam le'almei almaya. Yiparach v'yishtabach, v'yitpa'ar v'yitshomam v'yitnasei, v'yithadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal. Shemei Kudusha Brichu, Leila min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechamata, Damiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu yaseh shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. And before I lead Kiddush, once again, we want to say Mazel Tov to Chasen and the Samuel family. It's a circumscribed Mazel Tov, because we know this is pennies on the dollar to what your family anticipated and wanted and deserved for this Shabbat. We hope it'll go down also as a great moment of sanctity for you and your family, and we look forward to the second round of this. And we're just so proud of you, Chasen. I also wonder, this is kind of off the cuff, if there are any presidential announcements that need to be articulated if Avi Peretz somehow just became audible on this call. I don't know. Would the president want to say something to the community and to Chasen, or does the president have nothing to say? I'll wait a few seconds to see if the president has something to say, if Avi Peretz were unmuted. And if not, I'll continue with Kiddush. Maybe I'll pour Kiddush while we're figuring out if Avi has anything to say. So far, no. Okay. Just wondering. Please rise for Kiddush.
Vishamru v'nei Yisrael Shabbat l'asar Shabbat l'dortam berito lam beini uvein b'nei Yisrael tili lam ki sheishiv mimasar Adonai v'shamayim v'aretz u'v'yom hashvi Shabbat v'yinafar zachor yom Shabbat l'kadosho sheishiv mitevo v'asita kol malatecha yom hashvi Shabbat l'Adonai Elohecha lo tasat kol malacha ata u'b'ncha v'decha avdecha v'matcha v'ontecha v'gecha asher b'sharecha ki sheishiv mimasar Adonai v'shamayim v'aretz et hayam kol asher ba'am v'yanach v'yom hashvi King Meirach Adonai yom Shabbat v'kadoshehu Savri Maranan Rabatan Savri Maranan Rabatan Rabatai Baruch atah Adonai Lacholam Borei Pri Hagafen. Shabbat Shalom to everyone. A reminder that we are not, and this is a very rare thing, we are not as Temple Beth Am gathering for Shabbat Mincha tonight. We as a community really do gather as for a minyan 365 days a year for all three services. But because as Shabbat was coming, we just weren't sure of what the situation was going to be in the evenings in our neighborhood. We weren't certain there would not be a curfew. We decided to hold off on there being a member of the clergy in the sanctuary to lead Shabbat Mincha services. But I believe we are having Zoom out of Shabbat at 8:55, 55, 43, 29, what, pi, E46, 850. I could just keep going because this is at this point entertaining for me. I have no idea if it's entertaining for you. Shabbat Shalom, Jason, Samuel family, we love you so much. Avi, don't say I didn't throw you a bone. I threw you a bone. You just didn't take it. And maybe you couldn't. Maybe you were technologically challenged. Maybe you didn't want to touch your computer on Shabbat. But Shabbat Shalom to all of you. And I look forward to seeing you all very, very soon. Bye. But now I can see who's here. So Shabbat Shalom Judy, Shabbat Shalom Lori, Shabbat Shalom the Delsons. Hello, Delsons. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom Ella Ma'ayan, Ella Ma'ayan, Ella Ma'ayan. Shabbat Shalom Rebecca and George and Oliver. Shabbat Shalom. People are just showing up on my screen. Shabbat Shalom to the Lee family, to the Bronze. Shabbat Shalom to the Mishlers, to Bill and Sandy Goodglick. Shabbat Shalom to the Bard family. Shabbat Shalom to Marlise and Gary. Shabbat Shalom to, who else is there? Hi, Sandra. Shabbat Shalom. That's you, Sandra. Shabbat Shalom, Alan and Stacy. So glad to see you well, Stacy. Shabbat Shalom, Bob and Sandra. I said Bob the first time, but now I'm saying it again. Asher Koach on holding down this spot last week. Beautiful. We can ordain you as rabbis soon. Shabbat Shalom. Who else? David Kaplan. Bye, everyone.